Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now my goal is at the end of this video is to show you guys how I got monetized on YouTube. Now if this is your guys' first time on my channel, my name is Lai Lacaba. I am the virtual ate. I've been working from home since I was 15 years old and I now run an outsourcing company here in the Philippines. And I post videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home, so make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos. Now, this video is actually going to be a bit different than the usual ones that I post here every Thursday, but basically this was a workshop that I did a few weeks back on an event where I really broke down on how I was able to make money with YouTube. And I was thinking that, you guys have gone with me through a lot of the journey of how I got started and also all of the different ways you can earn online. And one of them is YouTube. So I break it down within the workshop how I was able to do that. Now, at the end of it, there is an invite to something called Hybrid Creator Quest, and you guys will know more about it inside of this video. So make sure to hit the thumbs up button right there if you guys are excited to know how I make money with my YouTube channel.
Coach Lai Lacaba. Round of applause.
Yeah! This is the first time that I'm going to be talking about like my journey of how I got to 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. And it's going to be like, you guys better have your notebook and pens ready because this is going to be a big one. So jumping right into it. So today when we were trying to figure out what would be the perfect term for my workshop for today is it would have to be content that converts, because that's basically what happened in the last couple of months. Is I have been able to convert a lot of different people into my newsletter, into of course being a subscriber on my YouTube channel, and to becoming clients even. That's been the journey that I have been on in the last 4 months. Basically since the lockdown started, this has been the journey that I have been on. So again, I really encourage you guys to take notes. Again, there's like 50 slides I think on here. I'm not even sure, because I did jam pack a lot of the stuff that I have never shared before. I have never told anyone before of how I created my content. So take notes, take as many notes as you can. You can take pictures maybe of the slides, and you can also share that on social media and tag me. And you can use the hashtag virtualate and hashtag #reskillnow. So then we can find your post and we can also reshare it. So again, make sure to do just that. And also ask questions as much as possible. I think I should be able to see the chat. There we go. If I do miss any chats, then I'll go through it at the end of the presentation. But I really want to give you guys as much value again as I can today. So goal is to show you guys how to create content that converts, how to get to the point where, like me, I'm creating content where I'm also making money at the same time. So not just putting out content. So if this is your guys' first time getting to know me, my name is Lai Lacaba. As you guys see, I am the virtual ate. I have been working from home, like Liz said, since 2011. So I was 15. I'm turning 25 2 weeks from now. So I've been doing this for the past 10 years. And I actually now have an outsourcing agency here in the beautiful Cebu City. And this is basically something that I am obsessed about. Like the term that I like to tell myself, I'm a content monster. I like to create as much content as I can, just because it is something that I enjoy doing. It is something that is fun for me to write, to do videos like this, to do lives like this, and to give people as much value in my content as I can. So you guys can follow me in Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. I create content for all of those platforms. You will see, you guys will see how crazy it is, because I found out how crazy it was last night when I was creating these slides. Okay, so before quarantine, this is where I was at. I just started posting on YouTube. I think I was posting like 1 video a week. I haven't gotten to the point where I was posting 2 videos a week like I had now. I had 1,200 subscribers. I had 41 YouTube videos. In my email, I only had 200 because I was not growing my email right. And I had 700 follows on my Instagram. And then now I have 4,234 that actually went up. This was last night's numbers, already went up. I have 94 YouTube videos. I'm about to hit 100 the day after, no, the upload after my birthday. So that should be super fun. And I have as of last night, so this might have changed again, I have 2,011 email subscribers on my newsletter. So I've like times, I don't know, 50%. I don't know. Wait, you guys help me with the math. Like I had 200 and it's now 2011. And then I have, as of last night also, I had 1,124 Instagram followers. So I've also done so many talks. I have talked so much in the last, I've done as many, more than the speaking gigs that I had last year. I had 11 last year, and this year I think I'm close to 20 speaking gigs, which is crazy because it's only September. So I have been on people's shows. I've been on international podcasts. I have been in different international summits as well. And you guys can see, one of my videos is at 57,000 views on YouTube. I have my second best one is 6.4 thousand views. And the fun thing is both of these videos, if you search online jobs for teens, if you search online jobs for introverts, it's my videos that's going to show up because I have, again, it's going to be part of what I'm going to be showing with you guys of just the content that I've produced. I have also, as of September 13, I reached 95,000 views on my YouTube channel. And like I said, I have 4,000 subscribers. So yeah, are you guys ready to learn how I got here? The crazy up and down journey of how I got to this point. Are you guys ready to learn? It's so sad that I can't see your guys' chats. So
yes.
I'm gonna stop sharing for super quick and then reload just so if that would work so I can see your guys' chats. Okay, let me share screen again. And now let me see if I can see that chat. Yay, okay, awesome. Yay, awesome. Okay, so I went through basically 3 phases, and this is the best way that I could break this down. The craziness of the last couple of months, I had 3 phases that I had to go through. First thing was I had to really double down on my content. Like I said, I've already been obsessed with content creation since I was 15 because I was a writer since I was 15. And that's something I already like naturally loved, but I had to study a lot of courses in the last couple of months. I had to learn a bunch of things that I didn't know before. So that was the first phase that I had to go into, was narrowing down my content. And then I had to grow my tribe. I had, for those of you who are coming in from the virtual tribe, we are now at 1,800 group members, which is, again, crazy. I didn't actually put that stat in here. I should have. But that was another phase that I had to go into. And then the last one was, and part probably that you guys are super excited about, is how I monetized myself. I was already monetized before I got monetized on YouTube. And I'm going to dive in a little bit with you guys how I was able to do that before getting monetized on YouTube. Okay, so first is a little bit of content 101. So first thing is, why should you create content? So creating content builds authority, it builds your branding, it's great practice, and it's also the easiest job to get when you are a content creator nowadays. And I'll talk about a little bit about freelancing, which you guys are probably looking forward to. When it comes to creating content, it's always going to be in demand. You know, it started with, even before newspaper, even just the tablet rock where people had to like write down the different stories that they would be telling. Content is always something that people will crave. Content will always be something that people will consume, not just crave, but also consume. So when it comes to having, if you're someone who's a content creator, it's going to be so much easier for you to let other people know more about you. No, there's always a saying of know, like, and trust. That's always anytime that you're someone who wants to become an authority or the quote unquote influencer, you have to be someone that people know, like, and trust. And the fastest way to get there is to create content. It builds, again, your authority, your branding. It's also great, like I said, it's great practice because, like, for me, because I've been doing this for 10 years, it's so easy for me to spit out ideas like it's nothing. So, and again, it took me a while to get here. So again, first basics. So first thing, basic content creation, basic number 1 is, who are you talking to? I'm gonna pause, I'm gonna grab my water because I'm so thirsty because I've been talking for 20 minutes now. So who are you talking to? Basically, who is that imaginary friend in your head that you are talking to when you are writing, when you're creating video? You are going to narrow down, are they a he, or are they a she, how old are they, that part you kind of really want to imagine when you're creating content, that you're talking to someone. Where do they live, what's the general area, what are their hobbies, what do they like to do for fun, what do they like, and or do they hate certain things. So for example, for me, when I was really narrowing down like who I was talking to, it was my sister. My sister came into my head because at that time last year, my sister was 17. She was going to start going to college next year. She is now in college. She is coming from a middle class family. She's coming from a place where there's good enough internet. So in my head, as I was creating content on how to work from home, I was imagining her. I was talking to her. That's why I came up with the brand virtual ate, because I'm her ate. I've been an ate my whole life. So it was easy for me to slip into that brand because of the part where I was just talking to my sister. I was like, hey, this is what my earlier videos was Ati Says, an Ati Says series. It was pieces of advice of how to ask for a raise, how to get a promotion. So those were my earlier videos. And I was just talking, imagining that I was giving this advice to my sister. So that was why it was so easy for me to create content, because it was like, what would be a piece of, or my sister would literally just ask me, Ate, help me with this. Ate, how should I create this? Or it would sometimes be even my brother, because my brother graduated from college. He would ask me about how he can create his resume, how he can be better on interview. So those questions I kind of just collected, and then that's how I started creating more of my content. Next is, then why are you creating your content? So before I jump into this, I want to ask you guys, anyone here in Zoom, because I can now finally see your chats, who are you guys creating your content for? Or yeah, like what type of job do you have? What kind of business do you have right now? To who are you creating that content? If you already know, if you already have some idea. So for example, for Niz, I know her target audience are people who want to be more confident when it comes to speaking. That's why I actually also took her course, Speak and Shine. So that's something you have to know who you're talking to. So let me know in the chat if you guys can, if you guys already have some sort of idea. Who are you talking to when it comes to your content? If you are a real estate agent, you are talking to your potential customers. If you are an insurance agent, it's the same thing. You could be talking to, it could be B2B, it could be business to customer. So let me know, just so I can kind of customize this a little bit also for you guys. So financial literacy, that's really good. So you might be talking to new adults, basically just new adults who don't know a lot about, finances and how to budget. Marita, starting to create a content to inform my client the advantages of investing in real estate. That's perfect. Nisley, yep, freelancers, entrepreneurs. May says B2B, Generation Y and Generation Z. That's perfect. Awesome. So these are really good examples, guys, of different ways or how easy it would be to create content once you know who you're talking to. And Monalyn said, really say it on the Facebook Live, because I do have the Facebook Live on my phone. Okay, so then you want to start narrowing down, why do you actually want to create content? Do you want to just grow an audience? Is that just a general goal for you? Just want to grow whoever you want to hit? Or do you want to actually sell a product or a service? Is that then a goal for you to be able to do with you creating the content? Is it to monetize, basically? Is it to sell a service of, for example, for me, my one-on-one coaching? Or is it to the point where you are selling them a particular product? Or like me, when I started out, are you just doing this for fun? Is this just something that you like to do, you want to do, something that you want to grow into? So Jetty says motivating people, coaching, that's awesome. Customer teens, awesome. And then because going back a little bit, because you guys are now chatting me, who are you targeting? Like for example, for me, like I had to understand what my sister was currently doing. Like I sadly failed, but I'm still trying. I tried to do TikTok, but I'm not creative in that way, which is weird for me, but I'm still trying to get at it because I know that's the platform that they're in. So for Michelle, since your customer are teens, you have to think, where are they at? What are they looking? What content are they consuming? So you can show up there as well. So next is then you want to decide what type of content are you making. It doesn't have to be YouTube. It doesn't have to be just this. I remember when I was blogging before, I would reach like 2,000 views per day on my blog because I was writing really regularly. I think I was posting like twice a week on also on my blog before. I don't have the stats for that Sally anymore. I think I have it somewhere in my Facebook memories, but that was me. It doesn't have to be just video. It can also be other types. So the first thing is the one that I just mentioned, which is text. So it is writing articles. It is creating social media posts, just the long form social media posts maybe. It could be writing ebooks. So if you guys look me up, I actually wrote a couple of ebooks when I was 17 years old. It's actually still published on Amazon. Or it could be blog posts. Like I said, it could be just you telling about your story, telling me what's happening. So when I was 15 and posting blog posts, I would post about what it felt like to be someone who couldn't vote and saw how how bleak the future was, very dramatic stuff. But that was what I was writing about because that's what I knew. So again, I would hit like 3,000 views a day on my blog, and I was already actually starting to earn on AdSense at that time. So that was something that for me as a 15-year-old, I was able to do. I wasn't doing video yet. So that's something that you guys can start with. Next is again video, doing vlogs, doing online courses where you film yourself and you're teaching someone, you're getting someone to a certain point, or it could be just informational videos. It could be also photos. Photos is a type of content. So it could be graphics, those pretty quotes that you guys put out, like I see. It could be posters or stickers. I see so many people. I'm the perfect consumer. If you're someone who creates posters and stickers and it's like Harry Potter or Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and you send it to me, I'll probably buy it. I'm that perfect of a consumer. So if you're someone who is more graphically inclined, then that's something that you can start as your type of content. And of course, audio, which is podcasts. Who listens to podcasts, by the way? And if you guys have recommendation for podcasts, let me know. But I know for a lot of you, you guys consume podcasts. And if you're someone who likes talking more into a microphone, you're too shy to be on camera, that's something that you can get into. So the next thing is basically what platform are you creating it for? So I divided up the 4 different types of content here into, there is text, there's video, there's photos, and then there's audio. And a lot of them do overlap. That's why you have Facebook in the middle, we have Instagram in the middle. So for example, for text, the places where you can publish them, what the platforms is, you have LinkedIn as an article. There's Twitter, if you're someone who's good with shorter words. There is Medium. Medium is actually starting to be a place where you can also earn. Whole other topic. I might make a YouTube video about that, but that's a whole other topic. And then of course, WordPress, if you have your own website. And of course, it overlaps with Facebook because you could post long form text in Facebook. Next is video. So it overlaps again with Facebook. There's YouTube, there's TikTok, there's Instagram, and then there's Tumblr. If you guys haven't heard Tumblr, it's more for, like, I was generation Tumblr. That's why I still included this on here. That's part of it. Jan says, blogger on Blogspot. Yes, that's what I actually used. I used Blogspot actually. I only used WordPress about 4 years ago. So yeah, and photos, if you guys are, again, graphics, it's Pinterest actually is growing right now also in video. It's actually starting to overlap, which I'm super excited about. But also, of course, posting on Instagram. And then, of course, audio is Spotify or as a podcast. Yeah. So Jen, you're not old school. Because I started with a blog post. I started with a blogger. Okay. And then content creation basic number 5 is now you want to create your topic wheel. What are I call them basically, what are the pillars of your content where you never really start running out of content to think of because you know what are your pillars. That's the whole point of them. So the first kind of pillar or first topic in your topic wheel. So imagine it, Wheel of Fortune. Just imagine you're spinning. You're like, oh, I'm out of ideas. Spin. Oh, okay, that one. So that's the point of the topic wheel. So the first topic that you want to have is, what is something that you are an expert in? So for example, for me, that was outsourcing. That was talking about how to be a freelancer or how to hire people online because that's something that is my expertise. So that was my first topic. So you guys will notice on my YouTube channel, I'm always sticking to this. I'm talking about how to work from home. The second topic is, what is a pain point with your audience? What is, like, the person that you're talking to, what is something that stops them from getting to point A to getting to point B? So for example, my audience, their pain point is they have no idea where to start. Like a lot of you guys are here that you probably have no idea how to start working from home. So that is the pain point that I'm always trying to see. Like, how do you create resume? How do you get the clients to notice you? How do you get your first client? That's one of the videos that I've created. So I'm always thinking of what is the barrier. I have a list always of what is the barrier that my audience might be facing right now that I can help create a video for. So that is the second like topic wheel. And then the third thing is, what is something that's fun for you to create? So for me, I know that if I just keep creating content for you guys and not a content that's for me, it's going to be harder for me to sustain. I have to create content a little bit that's fun for me. So, for example, last week, my video was how to work by the beach, and I literally vlogged walking around on a beach resort because that was fun for me. So you have to keep in mind that it has to sustain. It can't be just giving a lot. It also has to make sense for you that you are having fun making this kind of content. Another type of content that I like doing is a day in my life video. So yesterday I filmed a whole day in my life video of doing events and being a CEO. So you have to think of different topics that you like to do that of course has to relate to your audience. It can't be just out of the blue. I know I'm not gonna post a travel vlog in my main YouTube channel. I'm going to post it in another channel. So you have to really keep that in mind. Okay, so next then is, how can you generate ideas for your content? How can you then, how do you create that content, that content topic wheel? So of course I have a ton of ideas how to do that because I've been doing this for years. Okay, so first thing is brain dump. So I love doing brain dump because brain dumping is basically a lot of the time we have ideas that pump into our head that we don't write down. That's why I always have my notebook here. It's always open. Like if you guys walk into my office at any time, my notebook is always open, unless it's in my bag because I'm about to go to somewhere. But my notebook is always open because anytime that I have an idea, all of a sudden, I'll write it here. I also have a ton of like post-its anywhere. Like I have the idea of gamifying the workshop on here. I even wrote it down because I had the idea last night. So I always have paper everywhere because at any time I could have an idea. So brain dump. Brain dump is putting in a timer on your phone for 10 minutes and then you just write any idea. It could be a weird idea. It could be out of the blue ideas. It could be anything. But the point of the brain dump is to really empty your brain. At the same time, you are exercising that part of your brain. You are working out that part of your brain. So when you do brain dump, it's literally training your brain to think in this way, to know that it's okay to create content. Shh, it's okay. Just let it all flow. So that's what brain dumping is. So again, it's 10 minutes of nonstop writing. It's creating lists of lists of lists. I have those a lot of the time where I brain dump. I have it in my other notebook where I have just lists of things that videos that I want to do. And then another way that you can start creating ideas is to read, watch, or listen. It's basically consuming content. So what I mean with this is, I really want you guys to be careful of the type of content you put in your head because that's the type of content that will go out. So watching shows that are not good for you, you guys know what those kinds of shows are, then that's what your brain will push out. So be careful of the type of things that you read, that you watch, that you listen to. So for example, for me, because I want to get better and better at YouTube, I watch a ton of female YouTubers because that's the audience that I want to listen to, about how to improve my YouTube videos, how to like have a better camera. Like one of the reasons why I got this camera was two of my favorite YouTubers have this camera. So you have to really be careful about what you put in your head. So because that's one of the reasons you can put things out. Another thing is I have a ton of books. Like these are only some of my books. I have books there. I have books in my inside of my Kindle. I have a ton of places where I consume content because then I can think of different ways once I'm spouting out that content. Next is, what are people searching for? So basically just try to go on Google. If you guys don't mind, I'll actually show you how to do this because it's super quick and easy. So try to think of someone give me a topic that you guys are focused. So for example, let's say we'll go with real estate because I know a ton of you are real estate. So just literally put in the word real estate. Try to see, these are now the common things that the next keyword that people are putting in. So real estate agent, real estate meaning. So you can easily create a blog post or a video on what a real estate agent means, or what does real estate mean. You know, what are people are searching for real estate investment quotes. People are searching for what is the meaning of a real estate agent, what is a real estate company. So these are now you guys probably have seen was it Wired auto complete interview. You just, what is real estate? Those are the kinds of types of content that you guys can now create. Business, agent, investment, broker. These are the things that people are searching for. So you can never really run out of content to create, because people are always searching for certain things. And magic, you can put A, you can put B, C, you can put it all the way to Z. You can all of the alphabet, and you can start already thinking of a ton of content from that. So hopefully that blew your minds away, because that blew my mind the first time I found out about it. So next is a Google search. There's also answerthepublic.com. If you, hopefully you guys have heard of it, where it does basically what we just did on Google, but it makes it more into just a one format. And then you want to look at lists. So you can Google top 10 camera for, I guess I'm said camera, top 10 cameras for YouTubers. You can look at that, look at the different lists that people create, and you can also create your list based on that. You want to find prompts. There's a ton of prompts on there for if you're creating video, if you're creating blog. There's a ton of just search blog prompts, or if you're more specific, real estate blog prompts. It's really up to you what kind of niche you're talking to, who you're talking to, and adding that into your search. Also, there's of course experimenting. It's going outside the box. So when I experimented on doing a how to work by the beach video, that was me experimenting. That was me testing out if that was something that people would be interested in. And then there's also repurposing old content. Now this is something that you guys are going to be a little bit overwhelmed, because I got overwhelmed when I looked at my own system. So what I mean by repurposing old content is, don't just stick your one type of content and then that's it that you're creating. For example, for me, I have one video, so I have one piece of content inside of my YouTube channel, and then my awesome assistant now, and I used to do this before by myself, was I would create a teaser that is going to be for Facebook, for LinkedIn, so that's now 3. I would also create a Facebook story and an Instagram story, that's 5. And then I would create an image post just like this one, all about breaking down what the basically what the video was about. And then I would create a carousel post in LinkedIn. I would post it as a PDF so people can scroll through it. I would also make it an image post on Facebook. I would pin it on Pinterest. I would tweet about it on Twitter. And then I would turn it into another big content. So I would turn it into a blog for LinkedIn, WordPress, for my WordPress website, and then on Medium. So that is how I repurpose like the whole path that I have. Every time that I create content, I create all of this. And it's even more when I interview someone on my YouTube channel, like Franz was someone that I just interviewed, and he saw like the ton of content that we create. We create an audiogram of his interview. We also create like quotes that he can post. So again, it can be really big, but you guys don't have to do this, okay? This is me. I have fun doing this. Christina has fun doing this. She likes picking up quotes that I said in a video and then turning it into a graphic. Again, this is me. You guys don't have to do it as crazy as me, but this is one of the ways that you guys can create content. So a little bit of final content creation tips. One is be consistent, pick a time that you can be consistent about posting. So for me, it's posting every Sunday and Thursday, because those are the days that I can just, I can create content before that and then post it on. It's experimenting, try to go out of the box every 4 videos for me. I try to get out of the box, or 3 videos. And then try to always keep learning something new. Again, put in content that will actually help you in your brain. It's asking for feedback. I always ask my whoever watches my YouTube videos, like, comment below, any thoughts or ideas. Ask for feedback for anything new, and then keep records. Don't be like me. I should have had a ton of screenshots for you guys today, but I didn't, because I didn't take screenshots of it. I should have taken screenshots of my wins, of the things that I have done, so you guys will be able to see this process. But that is now my advice for you guys. Don't be like me. Keep records of everything you've done. Okay, so next, wait, where are you guys at? Before I go any further, that was creating content. That was content creation 101. Where are you guys at? Are you, is your brain full? Is your brain exploding? Rate of 1 to 5, 5 being that you're still good, I should still continue, or 1, you kind of want to lie down in bed and go to sleep. So Nisdi's still a 5, Maritas is still a 5. I just want to check in on you guys because it's been quiet. I want to make sure. Yeah, because like I said, like last night when I did this, I was like, I hope no one's brain will explode tomorrow. Okay, awesome. So I keep seeing a 5. So you guys are still good. Okay, good. Okay, so next is we're going to be talking about how I grew my tribe, how I actually got to the point where I was getting a lot of subscribers. I got like 3,000 subscribers in 4 months, which is crazy still. To me, saying that out loud is still crazy. So how did I actually grow my tribe? So first thing is you want to figure out what is the ultimate goal. Why do you want to have a tribe? You know, you want to make sure that's in the call to action, and how are you bringing value. So what I mean with this is your goal to, again, just grow an audience? Just you just want to have people who follow you? Is it to have fun, or is it to monetize? So you want to make sure that you know that beforehand, so you know what your call to action is every time that you post something. So for example, for me, the call to action could be make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm growing my audience there, or it could be make sure to grab this digital product that I just created. So you want to know what your goal is beforehand, so you can drive with purpose, so you can create things with purpose. And then you want to also think about not just pushing people away, why are you bringing people in? You know, how are you giving them value? So when I first started out with my Facebook group, I was going live there every Saturday training something on a certain skill. Now I got to the point where I got to really busy in the last couple of months, but that was something that I was doing every Saturday. Now what I'm doing is I'm just posting, like whenever I come out with a new YouTube video, I post a behind the scenes, I post like different things that people might be curious about. That's what I post in my group. So you have to really think about these two things. What is the ultimate goal? So you can put it in the call to action, and also how are you bringing value? Next thing is you want to choose a platform. So is it going to be a Facebook group? Is it going to be a Discord? Is it going to be on Reddit? So you have to think about that stuff, because of course, based on the platform that you're going to choose, you're going to vary your content. And of course, the traffic. How are you bringing people in? How are people going to find out about your group, about your community, about your audience? So going to what is the ultimate goal. So for example, for me, I had to really think about my funnel. Where did I want people to end up? You know, what was the ultimate goal for me if I can find the perfect group of people who will follow my funnel? So my funnel looks like this. This is not the whole funnel. This is just the snapshot view. But basically, I have my free content. So it's my YouTube videos. It's the freebies that I give out. So if you guys go to liamlai.com/100, it has my 100 skills that you can do working online. It's my Instagram posts. It's any articles that I put out on my website or LinkedIn or Medium. So I have all of these different just sprinkled out. And then next is I have the group coaching, which was the Work Anywhere Challenge, where I was teaching people how to work from home in 10 days, because that had a barrier of entry. That's why it has a barrier. It has a barrier of entry. I sold that for 1,500 pesos. So that was the Work Anywhere Challenge. And then the last kind of piece of funnel, again, this is just snapshot, is then my one-on-one coaching. It was where once a week people would meet with me, we'd see their goals, where they're at, how I can help them, what else they can do to get to the next level. So I have a couple of clients on this. So this is now my funnel. This is now hopefully when people find my content, when people, if they join the Work Anywhere Challenge or jump into the one-on-one coaching, I don't mind either way. But that is my funnel. So whenever people come in, the tribe, I think of them as potentially someone that I could work with, I could help. Uh, that's how I think about my ultimate goals, because this is my ultimate goal. So next is, should have changed this, basically create content that gives value. So again, you want to start thinking of how am I going to keep giving to this group that I am in without burning out myself, because of course this is going to be something that doesn't feel rewarding right away. It has to be something that you have to keep consistently doing. Like I said, I did lives on my Facebook group until July, and then I got just busy. But I want to do it again. I want to go back to my roots and start doing those lives again inside of the group. But you have to think, what is the type of content that will help them talk to people about the group or help them stay? Those are kind of the two things that you want to, because of course you want to keep expanding and growing your group. Next is choosing a platform. Again, there's Facebook groups, there's Discord, there's Reddit, there's doing a Zoom, like, once a week you're jumping into Zoom with a bunch of people. Maybe it's Google Meet or Slack. So there's a lot of different platforms that you guys can experiment and work with if you guys are interested in growing your tribe. Next is now you want to think about the traffic. How are you going to get these people in? How are you guys going to invite people to get into your group? So you could use ads. Some people who use ads, I've used ads on and off because I was inviting people into a webinar maybe, or something that I was doing a workshop. So it could be Facebook, it could be Instagram. If you can use YouTube ads, and of course your free content. So again, you got to think about that funnel. You got to think about how are you bringing these people in to get to know your group. So the biggest one that actually grew my tribe is actually through collabs. So you can see I did a ton of collaborations. Let me see if I can grab where's the pointer thingy? Okay, I can't see the pointer thingy. But basically, I did a lot of collaborations with podcasts. I did a lot of speaking gigs. I also collaborated, there you go. Oops. I also collaborated with people in my YouTube channel. So it wasn't just me showing up in their podcast, in their, I like every month I'm doing a webinar inside of FH Moms. I've also done different events with different people where I talk to their audience. I've done Facebook Lives to different people. I was in an international women's summit also last May. So I've done a ton of things just to reach a lot of other people, because these people have my audience. These people are talking to the people that I also want to talk to. So that's why it's one of the biggest ways that I have grown my YouTube channel, was because I collaborated with a lot of people. I was bringing in people who had no idea about me. I would talk on their podcast, I would talk on their Facebook Live, and then they would know about me. So that was the fastest way. Like, I remember one of the reasons why that video that I had that has 50,000 views, the reason why it grew so fast was because I posted it in FH Moms. It reached 5,000 views in a week. So that was crazy for me because, at that point, I've never gotten that huge before. So never discount your network, never discount collaborating with other people, because again, this has been the fastest way that I've been able to grow, is through those collabs, through working with other people that already had my audience, was already talking to the people I wanted to talk to, and also giving value. Of course, don't just talk about yourself. Give value as much as you can. Okay, how are you guys doing so far? We've covered content creation, we've covered how I grew my tribe. We're now at the last step. I want to ask, so far out of those things, do you guys want to grow your own tribe? Do you guys want to collect your audience in one place? I know some YouTubers who don't, like, they just post on YouTube. They communicate with their audience on YouTube. They don't have a Facebook group. Like, I chose to have a Facebook group myself, but that's something that you don't have to choose too. So anyone here who wants to put in the work of growing their own online community? Anyone here? Let me know while I drink. Hopefully soon finish my water for today. Awesome. So I'm seeing a bunch of me's. Yeah. Okay. So this is finally the part you guys have been waiting for, I'm guessing. And this is now our final phase, which is monetization. How did I get to the point that even before I was monetized on YouTube, I was already making money with my content? So first, that I think this is going to be chronological, okay, of what I did. You guys can do this in any shape or form that you want. But the first thing I did was I created a challenge. I created the Work Anywhere challenge. So how do you actually create a challenge? This is kind of the watered down version, because if you guys want to do this, let me know, and like friends and Nisli will be more than happy to help you guys out too, because I created this with them. So I create a challenge by outlining a path from A to B. So the challenge that I had, the Work Anywhere challenge, is basically taking someone who was unemployed to employed. That was the path that I was taking them. It was super straightforward. So outline a path from A to B. So for example, for Niz's Speak and Shine challenge, she takes someone who is not confident about speaking on camera or speaking in public to the point where they're confident about themselves. So outline that path. Next is set the number of days. So for example, for me, I picked 10 days. You want to also have a daily action step. So for example, for me, I had them do homeworks. I had them do small things that always moves them towards the goal. So it always had to make sense that they would do this, they would do that. They would change their Facebook branding to this. So it was always something moving forward. And then sell like crazy. So I'm going to say this a lot of still just market like crazy, because this has so many steps. So I'm not going to outline it today, but that this is how we basically created the challenge. So like I said, hopefully some of my challengers are here. But we've had, yeah, Francis is reminding me to sell with love, as Jason Campbell said. We've had 3 batches so far because we had to kind of take a pause because we were creating Reskill now. But we had Work Anywhere Amsterdam, we call them per the place, basically ABC, Work Anywhere Barcelona, and Work Anywhere Canada. These are the group of people that I hold so dear in my heart, and forever they can ask me any question about working from home, because these are the people who showed me that I can do the Work Anywhere challenge. So this is basically the first thing that I did to monetize my own content. And this was, we started way back in April. We've had an April batch, a June batch, and a July batch. So these are the people who showed me like, yeah, my content works. That's why they're near and dear to my heart forever and ever. We anytime that they chat me, I always prioritize their chat, because like I said, they helped me get started as a coach. They taught me also how to coach. So that's why I love my challengers. So next thing that I did was I became an affiliate for different products that I liked. So how do you actually become an affiliate, or what is an affiliate? So an affiliate is someone who earns money if someone buys a particular product. So for example, let's say you guys asked me, if you guys, hopefully you guys attended Miss Jeanette's yesterday, her session yesterday, she talked about this a little bit. Let's say you guys wanted to know what kind of pen I use. Let's say that's that, right? And I say, oh, I bought this from Lazada. Here's a link. And I give you a link that has my special tracker. So if you guys buy this pen on Lazada, I get a percentage of that. So let's say this is not 100 pesos, but let's say this is 100 pesos and I got 10%. So I'll get 10 pesos every time you buy this pen. And anything that you buy moving forward, also not closing your tab, I also get a percentage of that. So that is what being an affiliate is. And then that's how I got, one of the ways that I got started getting monetized. So you can make a list of products that you like, and then look for if they have an affiliate, because most big companies do. Small companies not as much, but if they're a bigger company, they will have an affiliate system, and then just promote it in your content. Like I said, look at this pen. I'm reminded by Jordan Belfort there, but that it's talking about the things that you like. So then other people will, of course, later on want to buy. So the different, I have a ton of places that I got like sign up for affiliates for, and you guys can go to leeandlai.com/tools to check all of the tools that I recommend. That I have some, not all of them, referral or affiliate fees. So for example, for Canva, I'm an affiliate of Canva. So anytime that I say in my videos, I say, because I do love Canva, I use it every single day. Guys, make sure to check out Canva. Go to leeandlai.com/Canva. Every time you guys sign up, and I get a credit. I get something that I can now use to buy a photo. I can use now a video. So it's not always money that comes in, but something that I can use. So another place that I'm an affiliate is Daydream Republic. So the makers of the awesome maps that I have behind me. Anytime someone uses my link, I get 10% of that. So these are the different places where you can already start thinking like, wait, what are my favorite products? Like one of the best, used to be one of the best places to be an affiliate of was Amazon, but they changed the rules. But a lot of the favorite YouTubers that you guys have, every time that they recommend a product or a service, they probably are getting a percentage of when you guys buy it. So that's one of the ways that I earned also online. Like I said, I did one-on-one coaching. So basically, one-on-one coaching is you find your target market, you create an 8-week program. That's what I did. I created an 8-week program for them. I would set up tools. So it could be Zoom, it was Google Drive, and then Gmail for when I was just sending them out what to do for the week. And then, yeah, that's just kind of, that's just it. There's proof that I have, I guess, of my invoice. I didn't really have any other proof because I don't take pictures of my clients when I'm talking to them. But I've been able to earn, again, this was before I got monetized on YouTube. Next is just selling old stuff on Facebook Marketplace. So find things you haven't been using, sell them on Facebook Marketplace. And these are like the stuff that I've sold to get to this point. So because I had to keep, like whenever I wanted to, buying a new camera, I had to save up, buying Facebook ads to bring people traffic in, I had to sell something else. So it was always investing in something or selling something so I can invest in something else. And of course, there's selling a digital product. So decide, I'm trying to go a little bit faster because it's already 5:56 and I don't want to go too overtime. I know I was going to go overtime going in, but I want to go too overtime. So decide on the kind of product that you're going to be selling. So digital products it could be a PDF that you're giving people. It could be a workbook, maybe. It could be a guide. There's video courses, of course, audio course, and then, of course, templates. So, for example, for me, I used to sell a lot of resume templates, and now I've just added into Work Anywhere Challenge. Next is you can choose a platform. So where are you going to sell it? There's different places. There's Teachable. There's also just putting it on a Facebook group the way that I sold the Work Anywhere Challenge. So you want to choose where you want to sell it. And of course, sell with love, like friends reminded me. So those are steps. And I have the create your portfolio in 5 days as a product that I've created. And this is something that I sell to, basically, this is just something I passively sell inside of my YouTube channel, because I'll tell people, make sure to sign up for the Create Challenge below so people can sign up. So then they know. Okay, so next is start an online event, the reason why you guys are here. So you want to choose a goal. So for example, for us, we really had the goal of being able to hit different niches and also like have different speakers. And of course, to help you guys scale up the best way, not just be overwhelmed with a lot of the different skills that you have to learn, quote unquote, have to learn, but actually have the skills that you guys need to be able to succeed online. Choosing a platform. So we chose Zoom and also the Facebook group as a platform. We had to create the marketing materials. So the awesome landing pages and the graphics that you guys saw, that's all from friends. So we had to create all of that to, of course, promote ourselves. We had to invite sponsors, invite the speakers, choose the funnel that you guys were going to go through. So it was, you guys probably already know, if you guys don't know that I'm spoiling something, it's the free pass, all access pass. That's our funnel, and you guys are someone that now we know. And then of course, market or sell with love. So again, you guys have seen the schedule. So that has basically been, again, one of the ways that we've been able to, that I've been able to monetize outside of YouTube. And of course, YouTube monetization, that's one of the ways. So there are requirements. You guys probably know what it is. It's getting to 1,000 subscribers and getting to 4,000 watch time hours. Now, what was interesting for me was I was actually at 4,000 subscribers already before I got the watch time hours. It's different for different people. It depends on your niche. Like I know people who do like the tarot card readings or do exercise videos, they get to the watch time part faster because people watch the whole video. So if you guys like watch my whole video, that would have helped me get to 4,000 watch time faster. So it really depends on the type, again, the type of content and the audience that you choose. So this is a real like actual screenshot of my monetization as of today. If you guys don't believe me, and I don't mind showing you guys, like, ta-da, it's 61 from 58. So I'm not hiding anything. I'm not doing anything else. So that is actually my number. And I got this September 4. So I've been on YouTube officially. I say officially because consistently I've been posting on YouTube for 6 months. Yeah, I got it in 6 months. So that is the other way that I've been able to earn. And I don't have to really do anything much. Next is then another way that you can monetize if you're someone who loves creating content is to create a service, is to actually have this as a service. Like I know, like knock on wood, I have a piece of wood here always. If I lose my job, if I have to restart my business from scratch, like I would do this as a service. Like everything that I'm doing right now, I would just do it as a service. I would find a YouTuber or an author or someone who produces a lot of content and I would do this for them. That is what I would do. So this is definitely something that I've done this. I've done this because I've been a writer. So I've done this myself. I created content for other people. So if this is something that you guys don't want to be on camera, you guys don't want to produce your own content, this is something that you guys can jump into, is creating this as a service for other people. So how do you do that? You create a goal. Why do you actually want to do this? You know, what kind of hours do you want to be working at? You want to pick the tools that you're going to be using. So you guys can go to leanlai.com/Canva to sign up for Canva if you want to use Canva. It's, you know, if you're a video editor, it's using different tools. It's picking that out so it's out of the way. And then you want to pick your niche. You want to pick who you're going to be talking to, who you're going to be targeting. So for example, for me, like I said, I'm going to target YouTubers that I like, that they don't have an assistant, because some YouTubers that I like says, oh, I don't have an assistant right now. I'm like, I want to work for you. And then you want to create your portfolio. You guys can sign up for my portfolio course also if you want to. But basically, you want to create that portfolio that shows them that you can do what you say you can do. If you guys have right now, you've never done this before, the easiest way that you can create your portfolio is literally post on a Facebook group with your niche saying, hey, I want to create my portfolio. Anyone here who wants me to create a graphic for them? That's the fastest way I can guarantee you guys can create. So you don't have to buy my course anymore. I just told you guys the secret, but yeah. Anyway. But that's another thing that you have to prepare, because you are creating content, so then they want to see your content. Next is you have to learn a lot of communication skills. You have to learn how to talk about yourself. You have to learn how to be confident during interviews. You have to be confident how to sell yourself also, especially when you've never like talked about yourself before. If this is like a new skill that you just learned, that's okay. I've hired a lot of people who help me with my content who has never done this before. Honestly, my awesome assistant, Christina, who's here right now, she was only doing video editing when I hired her. And then I taught her how to do graphics. She has been curious about how to write blog posts. So I always teach her these skills. So you have to be confident how to sell yourself, even when you don't know a lot of things. Next is, of course, you want to create your resume. You want to stand out, especially if you're going to be a content creator. You want to, again, learn how to pitch yourself, and then, of course, grow your services. That could be, if you guys came to the workshop 2 days ago, how to create your agency, that's something you can do. Or you can just keep upscaling your services that people just pay you more for doing the same things. So, anyone here who wants to create this as a service? Anyone here, aside from creating your own content, does anyone here want to do this as a service? Is there something that you guys want to do? Let me know. Well, I pause again, because that has been our 3 phases. Anyone here who wants to create content as a service? Okay, so I'm getting a yes from May. I'm gonna check on Facebook. So we have a bunch of people commenting. Yay! Awesome. Yes. I'd like to do it. Awesome. Okay, so if this is something you guys want to do as a service, if this is something that you guys want to start as a business, because that's actually, like I said, if I knock on wood again, if I had to lose my executive assistant services, this is something that I would do from the ground up. Then I would like to invite you guys to the Hybrid Creator Quest. Now you guys see me and Nisli on there, and it's basically because we are combining the 2 things that we know. Like for me, it's how to work from home, and for Nisli, it's how to be more confident, how to be someone who can sell yourself, how to be someone who also creates content really, really well, because that's one of her focuses inside of Speak and Shine. It is something that we have been perfecting during the whole quarantine, basically. I remember when we did the first Speak and Shine that they just announced that we were going to be on lockdown. So that was really interesting. So if this is something that you guys want, what is included in it is 6 weeks of coaching. So Nesli and I will be really diving in and making sure that you guys get what we are going to go through with you guys. It's 20 plus videos, because we have bonus videos for you guys filled with action steps so you guys can take every step of the way. It will have templates. So for the Work Anywhere Challenge, I have like templates for resume, for application letter. For Nisli, she has templates on just a ton of things. I don't even we have a ton of templates. We have workbooks. We have you guys get instant feedback on your resume, your portfolio, your social media profiles, and also with Nisli, you guys get feedback on how you guys are doing with your confidence, with how confident you are on video. So does this sound good to you guys so far? Does this make sense? Like the whole Hybrid Creator Quest. Is this something that makes sense? Let me know in the chat or in the comments if you guys are watching on Facebook Live. Does this make sense? Does all of this, like 6 weeks of coaching, so it's really step by step, will make sure that you guys get to where you need to be. So it's not anymore a 10-day challenge. It's not anymore a speed run. It's now really taking the time to make sure that you guys get what we are trying to teach you guys, what we're trying to give to you guys. Let me know if this makes sense. Now, hopefully that gave you guys a lot of value. I know the people who attended the workshop really, really did. And if you guys are interested in signing up for the Hybrid Creator Quest, make sure to just let me know in the comments below, and I will actually get back to you right away. We're only opening the doors towards it until October 3rd. So if you guys don't sign up until then, the next enrollment might just be next year. So make sure to grab the opportunity as much as you can. It includes coaching with me, so you guys have the guide that you need when it comes to getting a job working from home as a content creator. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and if you still haven't, make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos. I post every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home, so make sure to watch out for that. And if you guys can, please share this video on your Facebook so it can reach more people. Now you guys can check out these other 2 videos right here to get yourself started on that digital career. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and remember that small steps matters, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!